Well, I just want to share for the next 3 to 5 minutes my story. My name is Isaiah Robinson, and I want to encourage you with this story. And I want to let you know that you and I have a story to tell, and we do not need to be afraid of it, ashamed of it, but we need to live in it and be transparent. But I'm gonna be honest with you that my past does not dictate my future, and your past does not dictate your future either. And I want to come alongside you for the next couple minutes to tell you about who I am and where I've come from. And I want to tell you about my friends. I want to tell you about the things that I love to do being in Washington, born and raised, love it. But then I want to tell you about maybe some decisions that I made that weren't the best. And maybe you can think about some decisions that you made that weren't the best. But those decisions does not dictate who you are and where you will go. So let's start from the start, right? I'm born and raised here in Seattle, Washington. I'm 34 years old. I love my wife. Her name is Heather Robinson. We just celebrated 6 years on July 1st. We have three beautiful daughters together. Savannah, who's 19, Isabella, who's 16, and she's driving. Savannah just graduated last year. And then we've got a 4-year-old by the name of Zoe, and she is every bit of 4 years old. She's got energy like nobody's business. So those quad shots are a blessing in disguise. I love the fact that my family means everything to me because growing up, my mom and dad, they really showed me what it was like to be family oriented. My mom would tell me all the time, Isaiah, what starts at home spreads abroad, meaning what you do in this house, it will reflect what you do out there. And don't get it, twisted, or don't get it confused. There are things that we do that we don't know that we've picked up on, and we've seen it in our home. And we wonder why we are the way we are. Or we're wired like our mom or our dad, and we just don't even know it. I've watched my mom and dad have great friends, which leads me to my friends, Justin and Matt. We have a text thread. We call ourselves the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I love this because this is an opportunity for us to talk about the day, send out prayer requests. Hey, how's your day going? And if you don't respond in a certain manner of time, you get kind of harped on like, hey, where are you at? It's a wellness check. I heard it growing up in my youth group that if you show me your friends, I can show you your future. And if I can be honest, that is so true. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. This is one of the things I love about being a youth pastor in the local Kent, Washington area. My wife and I get to invest into the next generation because I believe in them. And most importantly, they are living in a life right now, and they're living in a society where the decisions they make could dictate their future. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has this thing figured out. But I can promise you that if you just take it easy, one day at a time, take a deep breath, you don't have to have everything figured out. But it does help when you've got a good community around you to walk with you through every season of life. I'm not saying that everything's going to be good because sometimes it's tough. But what I am telling you is that when you've got a good family, core group around you of good friends, I believe that what you go through will be a lot better because we're not supposed to go through things by ourselves. I told you I love Seattle. I'm born and raised in Seattle. There's no better place than in the summer on Alki Beach than Seattle. I don't care what anybody says, but Seattle is the best. And, right now we are in our summer season where we've got summer camp, and I'm looking forward to what that's going to look like. Let me throw this at you, and I want to conclude with this thought, but I want you to be encouraged, right? I was married and divorced at a young age, and it almost took me out. And when I say it almost took me out, I was depressed. I didn't want to be around anybody, but I had two friends who loved me enough to pull me out of that funk, to pull me out of that negative thinking, to tell me, hey, we're with you, we're walking with you. And maybe you might need somebody to walk with you right now. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to walk with you through anything. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes I feel like we make decisions, we write ourselves off, and when we do that, we feel like we're no good for nobody else. But I want you to be encouraged, my friend. I want you to put one foot in front of the other. I want to let you know that your past does not dictate your future. And I want you to start using your story to give God glory. I want you to use your story as an opportunity to help set other people free because you just don't know what somebody's going through. Hope you have a good rest of your evening.